Come all you maids and all you others, when you are held in passion's grip, when pants your heart for your true lover, consider your relationship. For first my lover was discovered, locked away and flogged and whipped, till he became my own true brother. So from home I quietly slipped.
40 nights and 41 days she wandered wild o'er the woodland ways.
I could not bear to live beside him, he who had my heart beguiled, and so I ran off to the wildwood, where I went completely wild. I lived on what the woods provided, mainly leaves which there abound, and halfway up a giant chestnut made my home, tree up, tree down.
40 nights and 41 days she wandered wild o'er the woodland ways.
'Twas there that I was found one day by one who roved both east and west, half a tinker, half a gypsy, Gypsy would describe him best. Along with him he made me travel to greener pastures, fields anew, and I agreed, for after all I'd really little else to do.
For 40 nights and 41 days she wandered wild o'er the woodland ways.
And so the time went slowly by, as did the sage and parsley too, until at length the town of Cromer slowly hove into our view. And there, while I was telling fortunes, reading clothes pegs door to door, I found employment as a skippy, running errands, doing chores.
For 40 nights and 41 days she wandered wild o'er the woodland ways.
And then one day, as I was bathing in my bath, the perfect spot, my master came into the kitchen. Like Lot's wife, he saw the lot. What he saw quite turned him ashen, and made me blush from head to toe, except that spot which from my birth has always had a rosy glow.
For 40 nights and 41 days she wandered wild o'er the woodland ways.
Hear ye, hear ye, here is the news, here is the news. We interrupt whatever you were doing to bring word that chariot has just been found in Cromer, so we've heard. And furthermore, a birthmark shows that she is Upspoke's daughter. 'Twas in the bath he saw it, and so got her from hot water. For now it can be seen for sure that she's not Chromeo's sibling. They can be wed just as they planned, there need be no more quibbling, and I hope I've cleared things up at last. I trust I've not confused thee. Now, finally, remember these that rummage sail on Tuesday, and that was the news, the very latest news.
I'm totally confused now. Just who's related to who?
Well, everyone was related to everyone else, you see. That all come out in the parish records, in amongst all the old 78s of Caruso and Al Johnson and all them. They found all these papers, you see, what told the whole story.
No, I reckon I should have read them instead of listening to you going on. But how did the babies get mixed up in the first place?
Well, see, that happened at the hospital. Upspoke's wife, she died giving birth, so they put the baby in with another one, what they happened to have laying about, what turned out to be Bell's boy.
Bosun.
No, listen, Mrs. Bow and Mrs. Upspoke, they were brought to a turn on the same day, and they put the babies in together.
Went together.
Well, now, when Upspoke come to collect his baby, he was too upset to ask if that was a boy or a girl or whatever, so they just say, "Oh, that's in that cot over there."
They just said that.
Yeah, just that, yes.
What, just that, nothing else, like hello or nice day, Captain Upspoke, for the time of the year, or nothing like that?
No, they just said what I said.
Oh, like parrots.
No, not particularly. They're noisy bloody things, if you ask me. But anyhow, he just picked up the first baby what he saw and took it home. He couldn't have told the difference anyhow, what with it all being swaddled up in wrapping bands.
Oh, I see. So that explained that bit, I think. But you now said that everybody was related to everybody else.
That's right, yes. That's what stopped the war in the end. Or rather, that stopped it in the middle. You see, they discovered Captain Upspoke's father was Belbo's mother's brother.
Ah, I see it all now.
Well, that's good.
I never knew there was so much of it. Anyhow, what were you saying about mother's brothers?
Well, look, that's quite simple. Upspoke's father, we'll call him A,
A.
and Belbo's mother, B.
B-Bo.
No, we represent her with the letter B.
Oh, she'd do better off with a counsellor.
No, well. Anyhow, A and B fell out many years previous, and A went to live in Cromer, where he had a son, Captain Upspoke,
Funny name for a boy.
while B went to live in Sheringham, where she married a Mr. Push and had this daughter, Belle.
Oh, right.
So you see, Belbo's mother, B, was the sister of Upspoke's father.
Eh?
That's right, A.
Oh.
No, O was nothing to do with it. Well, at least he always said he was nothing to do with it, though that was a funny thing, what with the baby having red hair and all that. Anyhow, the consequence of all this was that Bo and Upspoke found out they was brothers-in-law.
Ah, but they weren't brothers in real life.
Oh no, only in law. Anyhow, once they found that out, they decided that it was all wrong to go on fighting themselves. So they called it a day.
What?
What?
What did they call a day?
Well, it, of course.
Oh, I see.
And then you see the narrator come on and he sing this song all about how they was one big happy family like Mr. Bun the baker.
Oh, well, thank goodness we got all that cleared up.
Anyhow, that's last orders now, I think.
Oh, it's my shout.
No, don't start shouting, no, he'll have to close on time. Especially what with all them people up at the village hall.
Well, what are they doing?
Fucking if I know.
Though Ben and George were fiercest foes, they are like brothers now, you know. For they found from a rare carbuncle that they were both the man from uncle. So now the war is over quite, for killing your kin is not polite. Reducing your relatives is rude, it only leads to a family feud. Once Ben was far from Belle's best beau, both day and night they battled so. But now Ben once again do court her, since they gained a son and gained a daughter. Our lovers now are second cousins and have new kinfolk by the dozen. They each have found themselves a mate with whom they really do relate. The boatswain he was washed ashore at Sheringham with burns galore. As he had treatment for his blisters, he found his nurse there was a sister. The parson too can celebrate, for he's no longer celibate. And now he's having the time of his life, since he found the sexton was his wife. When brother fights his brother-in-law, you'd think it would be a most civil war. But civilly they're agreed to say that the war was pointless anyway. 'Twas their own blood they sought to shed, a family tree at loggerheads. And now they must learn to live in peace, all men are sisters and Bob's your niece.
So there you all are then. All the ends was tied up nicely.
Well, it all seemed rather odd to me.
Well, yes, they was odds and ends, I suppose. But anyhow, Chariot and Chromio was finally denounced as man and wife. But not necessarily in that order.
Well, what order was it then?
Well, holy orders, I think. The parson married them both. But in the end, they got it all sorted out, and they married each other.
Ah.
But anyhow, then the happy pair come on stage for the big final number.
Oh, wow, what was the final number? I lost count.
Well, so have I. I think that's your round.
I think they're closed.
Oh, well, you'd better be quick then, or we won't get served. Then I'd better turn me bike round and be getting home.
Right you are then. But not now.
Oh.
Landladies of Cromer, come fill up the bowl. Fall down. A few basins full and then downward we'll roll. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. The couple is spliced and the main brace is too. Fall down. The cake it is cut and so are the crew. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. When the wild coast of Africa seems to appear, fall down. We'll know then for sure they're not watering the beer. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down.
And here's to my groom, we will drain to the dregs. Fall down. Once we can recover the use of our legs. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down.
And here's to my bride who is blushing and fair. Fall down. And well she might blush as she dances round bare. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. I thought that I heard the old captain aver, fall down. The drinks are on me, so I looked and they were. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. Time, gentlemen, please, the landlady shrieks. Fall down. But she's wasting her time, this could go on for weeks. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down. And we will fall down. Bottoms up, me brave boys, and fall down.
So all you good people that listen to the story, the tale is now told, the end it is nigh, their joy is abundant, but now I'm redundant, and while they are laughing, I only can sigh. For while happy afters are there just desserts, for me now the future is not at all sweet. Their story is ended, their troubles all mended, but mine just begun as I'm thrown on the street. narrator's life is a miserable life. He never takes part in the triumph or joy. While they are united, he's never invited. He must go seeking some further employ. So you that sit pretty, enjoying the story, just bear you in mind these last words I do say. It's many a dark and a cloudy old morning that turns out to be a dark, cloudy old day.
Well, that was a very nice story, Father, if you like that sort of thing. Personally, I didn't believe a bloody word of it.
No, well, no more don't I. I made it all up as a matter of fact. There never was no Crab Wars opera.
No, I thought as much.
Well, they're still going on up at the village hall by the sound of things.
Oh, never mind them. Let's get on home. Lovely weather for ducks again.
Don't stop going on about bloody poultry. Now, come to think of it, that's what we often used to call black shag weather.
What sort of weather?
Well, they used to say, on nights like this, black shag used to appear.
Oh.
That was a great headless dog with bright staring eyes, what used to frighten the life out of anyone. There used to be an old ballad opera about it, as a matter of fact.
Oh, here we go again.